Rachel, thank you very much for joining me on this episode of In This Together. How you going? How you feeling? What's happening?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm doing really good actually. So I'm working from home at the moment. So, very busy days still, but definitely enjoying, I think, a bit of a change in lifestyle at the moment. So it's all different for everyone, I think, but I'm feeling very positive at the moment, which is good.
Awesome. Good. Different, definitely, but keeping positive is, I suppose, is the key during these changing times. For people who are watching, if you don't know who Rachel is, so Rachel Falzon, she's a project manager at Austral Ships in WA. I actually met Rachel at a AIM networking or business event. God, Rachel, how far are we going back? A couple of years now? Maybe
Yeah,
more?
close to a couple of years, thereabouts.
Yeah, so it was funny enough. We had to do a one-on-one little, I suppose, experiment, and I was paired with Rachel, and it was just about networking and how you do that within 30 seconds, I think it was. But Rachel, if you do follow Rachel on Instagram and Facebook as well, Rachel was, and correct me if I get this wrong, Miss Global Australia 2018, and
Yep,
in
that's
the
correct.
Miss Global World ranked in the top 10. Was that right?
Yeah, that's correct. So I placed in the top 10 at the international competition, which was, really big achievement. I do a lot of work with that around women in the workplace. So it was a really good platform to have, that international exposure and, to see it received quite well internationally.
Yeah, and I love what that actually stands for, because when we were paired and I saw an Insta story of it, and Miss Global was all about like empowering women, empowering diversification in the workplace. And as I've got two teenage daughters, I'm all for that. If anybody's seen me do videos with my daughters, I'm all for that. So I love what actually Miss Global stands for. So fantastic work on that one. But today I did want to get your feedback on a couple of questions so people can, I suppose, learn some new things, particularly if they're working a little bit differently in the current environment. So Rachel, you've mentioned that you're now working from home, which is different to what you normally do. What's, I suppose, the one thing that you've had to change to make that as productive and effective as possible?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing for me and probably most people is the change in mentality. So just trying to adapt to this ever-changing environment. You seem to think you get a hold on things and there's a new change introduced where, you're trying to work in with it. But I've been very focused on trying to find the positives in things because there are a lot of difficult things we're having to deal with. So for me, within my family, my partner does FIFO. So they've been ordinarily on 1 week swings, and now it's sort of you're coming up and we'll let you know even when you're coming back. So that's a change in lifestyle. For me, not having that support network directly within the household, but there's a lot of positive things as well that, I am working from home. I feel very safe in that, or very happy about the fact I've been able to have that flexibility from my employer as well. Not a lot of people are in such what I consider now a privileged situation to be still holding my job in this difficult economic environment as well. So I'm really grateful to have that flexibility. But, for me, I know some people struggle with working at home. And some people love it, and I'm just trying to say, for me, I love it. I've saved myself 10 hours worth of driving a week, which is fantastic. And something really great for me is actually getting that insight on a glimpse into other people's lives as well. So I'm doing a lot of online conferences now, and you can hear people's children in the background and things like that now, which I find really quite endearing, and it's really showing me another level this person and creating a better connection with people I have in the workplace too. So I have my dog, which sits on my desk now, and he's my official mascot too. So, just small things that bring, a smile to your face, to focus on some positives as well. So that's all been ever evolving change in my life. And I'm just trying to keep the right mindset. So, it's all doom and gloom.
Yeah, absolutely. And you touched on positivity and the right mindset, which leads me into my next question. If you had to share your best tip for people in the workforce or even out of the workforce at the moment, what would be your best tip to try and stay as positive as you possibly can do?
So I think the best thing you can do is bear in mind, everyone's got a lot of suggestions. Everyone's going to tell you go study a course or go read, or everyone's got something that works for them. You know, don't make yourself feel like you need to be out there doing something. Sometimes if you get up and make a coffee in the morning and you're out of bed, you've done well. Something that was really positive for me. A lot of things at the moment are very virus. I watched The Tiger King on Netflix. If you ever need a dose of reality and just want to really have a check-in about how everything's going, watch that show. It was the first thing in a long time that set anything virus-related out of my mind, because, you know, it was just a laugh. And I think for me, that's what I needed. I just needed a laugh. And I think that really re-energized me to feel differently about the world. You know, that bit of comparison with whatever it was that I watched in that show was great.
Let's hopefully, I think he's still in jail, isn't he? He's accused of trying to.
Yes.
Anyway, that's probably a story for another chat, Rachel.
Not sure.
Also, to finish off on, so we can let you get back to work today, your most favourite thing to do, given you spend so much time at home? When you're home, what do you like to do best?
Yeah, so for me, it's spend time with my dog. That's been a really big thing for me. He's 12 years old. I've had him most of my adult life. So spending time with him, he is always happy. It's not just now when I get home, but when I walk into a room or if I go somewhere, he follows me. So that's another thing you can consider if you've got a lot of time at home. And especially like me, if you're alone some of the time, you know, go visit somewhere in WA. There's a dog refuge park. You can foster an animal and have that companionship there as well. So for me, spending time with my dog, it just really puts a smile on my face. We have a routine going, and I'll take him, you know, for a walk up the driveway or a little wander around in the backyard. And yeah, it's
is he next to you, Rachel? Do we get a sneak peek of him?
You can. I won't in the camera too much in case I drop you, but this little guy just
oh, that's perfect.
just he tends to pop up in conferences every now and then if he gets a bit restless, but he normally naps until about lunchtime, I've discovered. So yeah, he's just was having a little sleep.
I'm sure he's enjoying having you home as much as we've enjoyed having you on the show, Rach. We'll get this up so everybody can watch it, but thank you very much for your time today, and for everybody watching us home, as we always say, continue to stay strong, stay safe, and continue to do the right thing so we can get to the other side of this. Rachel, thank you again.
Yep, thank you very much for having me, and stay healthy, everyone.
Thank you.